everyone. So let's talk about what I am doing here. So, um, this project, my little robotic man here, is kind of like a capstone project. At least I'm trying to make it be a capstone project for my special effects resume. I don't really have a lot of cohesive pieces. It's just been kind of like random, and a lot of it has been like uh, applied directly to the skin SFX with like the toilet paper and all of that kind of stuff. But I really want to get into film. I really like everything sci-fi. I mean, I started in robotics and I'm a software engineer right now. So I want to eventually move into doing this stuff full time, and I'd like to do projects that I'm actually interested in. So I came up with this concept of uh, a few capstone pieces that I can do, and this is one of them. And his name is going to be Dead Signal. That's kind of what I've landed on. So it's kind of like sci-fi slasher is the idea. So he's the main antagonist. And then I'm going to have like a final girl situation uh, who's like turning into like this robot alien android type situation. But let's talk about him because he's my inspiration piece right now. So it's going to be like biomechanical horror is what I'm thinking. I have a whole Pinterest board of images of different like biomechanical horror concepts where it's like someone turning into like this robotic abomination or like a robot with organic components and that kind of stuff. So that's what I am attempting to do here. So his face is very angular. I'm going to have a lot of like circuitry and stuff. I have a whole bunch of like old robotics parts that have just been baking in the sun, and I can't actually use them for robotics because a lot of them are just not going to work anymore due to their sun exposure. So I figured it would be really cool to use them in this concept that I have. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of tell you what I'm doing. So antagonist, and then we're going to have a few other characters. The final girl, told you about that already. And then we're going to have a character that's like a queen, like an alien queen type situation. I haven't fully fleshed out the concept. That's why I'm starting with him first, is so I can get an idea and kind of develop a story around him, why he's evil, what he wants with this final girl. All I know is it's going to be space themed, it's going to be sci-fi, and it's going to have biomechanical horror in it because I just think that's really cool and really gross. That's what gets under my skin, is with the evolution of like AI and everything happening, those things turning sentient. And I just read I Have No Mouth But I Must Scream. I don't know if you've read that, but it's been a audio going around on TikTok of saying things to Ted like I was in heaven, I was in hell looking up at heaven, and that kind of stuff. And so I kind of want this character to be like but if it was an actual like person. That book doesn't really explain like how he looks or anything, but a lot of people have thought about him in like an android type way. So I really want to make that, and I want like biomechanical horror because maybe he's trying to turn himself into a real person, and maybe he envies the human aspects of people and being able to feel and things like that. And it just makes me angry, you know. So, yeah, that's what I'm doing. Thanks for listening to my little gab here. If you have any questions or if you have any suggestions, I'm always open to suggestions. And I'll just keep posting as this project goes along.